COVID vaccine liability and government costs. Let's get stuck right in, shall we? The ongoing COVID inquiry has unveiled startling information about the UK government's anticipation of vaccine-related injuries. Documents presented to the inquiry show that the government actually expected a potential £1.7 billion bill for injuries caused by the coronavirus vaccine. This figure raised critical questions about the safety protocols surrounding the rapid development of vaccines and the legal protections afforded to pharmaceutical companies. So they made the vaccines quickly. They absolutely hammered anyone who didn't want to take one of them. But then they also protected the pharmaceutical companies. Does that not seem a little bit rum? So Lord Sharma, who served as business secretary during the vaccine rollout, testified that this figure was based on the understanding that COVID vaccines were developed at a, quote, much faster pace and did not undergo the, quote, extensive clinical trials that would usually be the norm. Were we all told that at the time, were we? Anyway, let's put this into perspective. £1.7 billion is an enormous sum of money, equivalent to the annual budget of a mid-sized government department. It's a figure that raises serious questions about the safety protocols surrounding that rapid development and then the rapid rollout of the vaccines. But here's where it gets even more interesting, because Lord Sharma also revealed that the government had identified pharmaceutical companies like AstraZeneca agreeing to cover the costs of any harm that their vaccines inflicted. This indemnification effectively means that vaccine manufacturers cannot be sued directly by you or me or anyone we know, or by individuals who've suffered harms, or indeed maybe the relatives of those who have died. Well, you might be wondering, why would the government take on such a massive financial risk? Well, according to Lord Sharma, it was part of a broader cost-benefit analysis. I will at this point politely suggest that there was no cost-benefit analysis done when it came to lockdowns versus the economy, was there? But there was when it was done to this. Despite the potential £1.7 billion liability, the government estimated that the net benefits of vaccinating the population will be between £11 billion and £231 billion. Exactly where they've got those figures from is anyone's guess, but they're their numbers and they're sticking to it. Lord Sharma emphasised that the benefits significantly outweighed those costs. He said the net benefit calculation showed that it was many multiples higher than the potential contingent liabilities. Now, look, hey, I just want to be clear. This isn't just about numbers on a spreadsheet. We are talking about people's lives and their health. The government's willingness to shoulder this financial burden, and let's be honest, it's not the government, again, it's us. We are the taxpayer. The government gets its money from us. We are paying the financial burden for this. However, it raises critical questions about the safety and efficacy of those vaccines. It's also worth noting that this indemnification of vaccine manufacturers isn't just unique to the UK. We're not the only ones that did it here. Many countries worldwide entered into similar agreements to secure vaccine supplies quickly during the pandemic. These contracts typically shield pharmaceutical companies from legal action related to their COVID-19 vaccines, transferring the liability to governments. This shift in liability, again, comes with ethical concerns. So if pharmaceutical companies know that they are shielded from the consequences of potential harm caused by their products, what incentive do they have to ensure the utmost safety? For me, it's this, though. It's about the long-term safety. So it's all very well and good creating a product, in this case a vaccine, that maybe in the short term, not many people see the side effects of. But what about in 10 years' time or 20 years' time? Where is the incentive for a pharmaceutical company to make sure that that's safe?